morning everyone. I am Presentio Sikabuga Jr. This video is a requirement for the principle of teaching, and basically this morning I will give my insight about the report of the group 3, the guiding principles in the selection and use of teaching strategies. So basically the report entails about strategic planning for the development of teaching strategies toward the student, and it is essential for the learning of the student that somehow the students will be enabled to retain the information and basically perform the knowledge you have taken from the teacher. Some and also the basic fundamentals for learning is the hands-on process, which is the content of the group 3. This is about giving instruction of the students beyond learning process, that it is necessarily to have that certain hands-on capability so that the students will be enabled to perform the subject matter in real life situations, and also it gives the motivations and somehow inspiration to do the things to learn from the four corner of the classrooms, provided that the teachers has been that sufficient knowledge to be able to discuss the subject matter for the benefits of the learning of the students. And also the report of the group 3 also enhances how important the principles in the selections in the use of teaching strategies to come up with the basic information for how they will going to deliver the informations or the learning they will have to give to the students. And also is it important that the learning outcomes must be based on the selection of the subject matter from the teachers, so that the informations will be reliable and some is valid for the development of the students. And also they have these following strategies, especially for the visual and that particular mode of instruction, so that the students will have to grasp the knowledge, not just for the hearing process, not just for the um, smelling process somehow or the touching, but basically the most important thing about learning is the student should be able to hear and see the example, of course, of the subject matter. It is necessarily that students will be able to manifest the learning. For example, they are given the opportunity to to the particular area. For example, field trip, to be able to see the real world for the interconnections of the subject matter to the development of the cognitive process of the students. Also, it is important that perceptions, or we really need to see the examples of the teachers for them to understand what is the learning is all about, not just giving them examples by uttering the examples or writing the example, but basically it entails how to develop their cognitive process in terms of giving them the real scenario or the real situations in their life, so that they are enabled to apply it in their own lives, and they can learn it, or they have the opportunity to learn it by themselves, by giving them the right process or the selection of strategy in teaching. That would be all this morning. Thank you and good morning.